That is Cass at her top level stress. Perfect album for summer. Drop off all of the things in my back seat. Good enough. That's good, and I'm not just saying that because the camera's on. Just as excited to see this grand opening as I was to film it. Look at you reppin'. He's so tiny. A little hard chat on handling disappointments. Hello fellow YouTubers, I'm Cassandra Joy and welcome to my channel. I've just gotten myself some breakfast and I've been reading The Writing Retreat. What chapter am I on? I'm on chapter 14 and I'm still sort of unsure how I feel about it. There's a lot of things in here I don't like and the synopsis doesn't tell you, obviously, because it wants to leave you something to discover. I was really intrigued by the mystery of it all. A group of people in a writing contest going to this age-old manor, huddled together for a month-long writing retreat. That just sounded right up my street. I thought it was so intriguing. And now there's just some things that I don't particularly like to read in books. So far the mystery is outweighing my uncomfortability with the things in here that I don't like, and I'll keep reading until the balance shifts. I am enjoying the mystery aspect of it so far. This weekend is full of a lot of random things, and I'm not sure how much of it I'll film, how much of it will be interesting to you. First and foremost, I feel like a lot of you would have noticed at this point, my kitchen is tidy for the first time in so long, and it feels amazing to have a clean, organized space this section of the loft. This all happened yesterday and I didn't film a single bit of it. It was more of a head down, eyes focused, get stuff done kind of mode, and there was no room for filming when I'm in that mode. But you get to see the result, which is the most satisfying part anyway. But through doing that, I've gathered a lot of things I need to take to donate to Goodwill. I have an entire box over here. I need to drop those off at some point today. I need to make a grocery list and pick it up. It's tax season, very exciting, I know. That needs to get done so I can get that sweet tax return. That's the only thing that makes doing taxes bearable, isn't it? Am I the only one that thinks that? Because I really despise taxes. And even though tomorrow is upload day, I hate pushing the upload to Monday, but something really exciting is happening that I want to film and I think you guys will be interested in seeing. My friend Erica has a friend who owns a shop in Tipp City, Ohio. It's full of the most darling things, kid-oriented, like stuffies and clothing. Last fall, I posted a picture of myself and my niece Aria wearing matching shirts. Those shirts were from this shop. You guys know I love supporting a small business. You know I love shopping and discovering hole-in-the-wall places that need to be known worldwide. I thought I would take you all on the grand opening tomorrow, assuming I get taxes done today. So let's get the weekend started. Thank you so much for being here to hang out. It is a really pretty day today. I can feel tiny little pinpricks of rain. It's not sure if it wants to downpour or not. I decided to put on a hat, but I'm thinking I'm not sure about it. I don't know, like the season's not quite ready for hats yet. I finished taxes this morning, which I did not film because it bored myself to tears and I can only imagine what it would have done to you. And then had a nice little sulk for myself because my tax return was not nearly the amount that I've gotten in previous years. And I think that's due to how part-time my job currently is. I'm grateful I got something, but it's not gonna check off a few boxes that I had planned to use it for. For instance, I was gonna buy a new phone. This one is on its last leg, has been for years, but only recently has it gotten serious enough to where I'm like, okay, time to upgrade. And I've been waiting this whole time for a good tax return so I could spend the money on a new phone, and that's not gonna happen. So that took the wind out of my sails just a little bit. There's nothing I can do about it, nothing I can change. I'm off to get groceries now, which is a good thing. It gave me an excuse to actually get out of the house. Otherwise, I think I would still be pouting on my couch. After we get groceries, I'm gonna swing by Goodwill. We're probably not gonna go in, but we are gonna drop off all of the donations I have in the trunk because I need them out of my house. Oh, all the dandelions are out. Looks pretty. I'm one of those people that love dandelions. They are not weeds to me. They are flowers just like any other, and I find them really beautiful.
Welcome to Kroger Pickup. Let's get you checked in. Are you picking up the order for Cassie? Thanks. You are all checked in.
Alright, I pulled over really quick so that I could show you a little grocery haul. I haven't done one of those in a while, and I thought you guys might be interested, especially since I've been doing this keto journey for over a year now, maybe a year and a half. I always make sure to get chicken of the sea, pink salmon. It has 31 grams of protein. It's delicious when you mix it with mayonnaise, an egg, and rolled oats. Put it all together on a skillet and make a patty. I'm very selective with when I do my chef's kisses, but so good. Got some bananas. I also always get Private Selection golden roasted chicken breast. This is a low sodium chicken. It has very little in the way of spices or seasoning, which is good for me, having all of my many allergies, but it's just so yummy. So I always make sure to have that. Got my Sweet Lauren's edible cookie dough. That is my dessert of choice. I love that I can just grab and go and it just satisfies that sweet tooth. And then, most importantly, coffee. I got Stoke cold brew coffee. I usually get the espresso one, which is the brown wrapping, but they didn't have it, they're out. So I got the next best thing, which is the unsweet black version. I cut it with some milk because it is pretty strong by itself, and it just makes the best at-home beverage. It's nothing like coffee shop by any means, but it caffeinates me, gets me awake. Tastes pretty good. Now that the haul is over, we're gonna go to Goodwill, drop off all of the things in my back seat, and be rid of it once and for all. How much do you have left of the day? Okay, that's not too bad. I hope your day gets better. Alright, just dropped off all of the Goodwill stuff. I've only got a box of books left, and I don't want to donate that. I want to sell it to half-price books because apparently they pay you for your books. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's something. So I only have that left in my trunk. Feels so good to get rid of the rest. And the only other errand I have to run isn't really an errand. It's coffee. And we both know that coffee does not count as an errand. That counts as an elective, a happy elective. This may play into my old habit of utilizing food for comfort, but for some reason, coffee shop coffee is the perfect pick-me-up for a mood boost. I'll bet you it has something to do with the fact that most of my best moments, happy moments, the memories I want to encapsulate and treasure forever, they all have coffee in them. So I was gonna go with my spring standby, which is cold brew with oat milk, mocha flavoring, and lavender flavoring added. Can't explain why it's so good, it just is. And sadly, Boston Stoker doesn't have cold brew, at least not the kind that doesn't come in a can. And they don't have the lavender flavoring, so I went with a mocha iced latte with oat milk and honey added, which is, you know, a decent second. That's good. Put my window up. I was hoping I could get some ambiance sounds of springtime and birdsong, but you just get traffic whooshes, and that's not quite the same. I thought it might be nice to have a little car chat, specifically on the topic of handling disappointments. As someone someone who's had many disappointments throughout the course of my 33 years on this earth, you'd think I'd be a pro at handling them. Anything to do with financial stability or job security, those are probably the two painful pinpoints of stress in regards to the unknown, both of which are happening right now, so you can imagine how I'm feeling. Nah, but in all seriousness, I've been really working hard on letting that go and giving it to God. Now, I've grown up in church from infancy to adulthood. God is a very prevalent part of my life. Praying to Him, chatting to Him, sharing my thoughts and feelings and problems is a daily occurrence for me. And for a long time, I didn't really understand what that meant. What does it mean to give it to God? That was kind of a throwaway phrase you hear all the time in a church environment. But I never quite understood the logistics of what that meant. So I asked my mom about it once. I was like, hey, I don't get this. Please explain it. And the way my mom explained it, I think, is so clever and wise. Giving things over to God doesn't mean you just throw up your hands and you say, Jesus, take the wheel. I'm not driving anymore. This is all you. That can't happen, by the way, just not in this particular instance. Instead, it's more of, I'm gonna do everything I can do to tackle this problem. The effort I put in on my end is meeting God halfway. I'm only human. I don't have control over the intricacies of making all of the puzzle pieces fall perfectly into place for this scenario to work out in my favor. I can't control that. That's all God's area. What I can control is my own actions. I can be job searching. I can be educating myself so that I am more equipped to apply for jobs. For instance, Adobe Suites is a thing that I just have never really delved into, never had a need to, never took the time to learn, and that's a requirement for a lot of the jobs I'm looking at. So I'm now taking elective pay-as-you-go classes to learn how to work those programs so that I can then apply to jobs. Those are the kind of things I can do on my end. That's my way of meeting God halfway. It looks less like this, me holding on for dear life to the uncertainty that is my life and letting God unfurl my grip and hold my hand instead. I don't know what the next year's gonna look like. I don't even know what the next few months are gonna look like. And I won't lie, that kind of uncertainty scares the heck out of me. That is Cass at her top level stress. I mean, think about it. If he can handle the minutia of making sure that the earth is the perfect distance from the sun so that we don't either burn to a crisp or freeze to death, I think he can handle my not having a job in the next few months. All about perspective. Being calm in the midst of someone else's chaos, I'm great, no problem. Being calm in the midst of my own storms, not quite the same. But those are the kind of things that I've learned help a lot in anchoring me and making me feel a little more secure in the midst of a vast unknown. I hope there was some advice in there for you that you were able to glean. From where I'm sitting, that just felt like a really chaotic ramble, but maybe I can edit it into something a little more pretty and concise. Okay, I'm gonna take my groceries in, settle in on my couch to read a little more of my book, and sip some coffee. I've got a few tears in my jeans. Let me show you. These jeans have holes in them anyway, which is fine. I don't mind that. I love holy jeans. But this has split down the middle, this strip of fabric. Instead of my knee catching where there's an opening, it decides to catch where there isn't one, and it has ripped part of the fabric just clean down the middle, as well as here. This I tried to sew haphazardly during my nanny job right before the bus showed up to pick up the kiddos. So it was a very half-done job. It is now coming apart. So I asked my mom if I could borrow a needle and thread to try to fix this situation because I love these jeans. These are one of my newer pairs. These are all my mom's thread options. This might work for jeans. No, that's too royal of a blue. I think this might be my best bet. It's okay to me if it's not perfect. I mean, my jeans are ripped anyway on purpose, so I'm not looking for perfection here. Anytime I thread a needle, all I can think about is that scene from Friends where the gang makes a popsicle stick to poke their neighbor because he hasn't moved in a while, and Joey says, thread the needle, thread the needle. I'm pretty sure any life scenario can be compared to some episode of Friends. All right, I've propped you as well as I can so you can see. See how this is just barely holding on? That needs to be fixed. There's one and two. Are they gorgeous? No. Are they functional? Yes. The bare minimum is honestly all we're looking for at this point. In the words of Rachel Maxey, good enough. Oh, hello, it's me, Cassie with the scraped back hair. You can tell it's the end of the day when the hair gets too annoying. I have literally been laid down on my couch for a couple hours reading this guy. Yeah, the things I found really uncomfortable at the beginning of the book, that was the prevalent thing throughout the entire book, so I definitely won't be recommending it to anyone. However, I am totally sucked into the mystery at this point, so I think I'm gonna try to finish it. That's how much I have left. If it was just the mystery, if the other things weren't thrown in, I would absolutely be saying go out and buy this. In fact, I could totally see it as a thriller TV show at some point. I'll bet you it'll become one. Anyway, the mystery's great, really like that, but don't recommend reading for a lot of other reasons that I won't go into. Maybe I'll just say read at your discretion and leave it at that. I'm gonna stay here, see if I can finish this bad boy tonight, and then pick up the camera tomorrow. I polled all of you guys on Instagram and on YouTube asking if you were cool if I pushed the upload to Monday, and almost all of you were so cool with me scooting it over a few days. That means we can go to the shop opening tomorrow. So I think I'll leave the vlog here and see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning, loves. I am running late. I wanted to be there at 10 when the shop opened, and that's not happening. I wanted to thank you guys again for participating in the polls of my asking whether or not you wanted me to upload on Saturday like normal or push it to Monday so that I could include this part in the vlog. That made me really happy, not only that you participated, which is really helpful for me, but also were just as excited to see this grand opening as I was to film it. I did get the owner's permission to film, so I'll be sure to show you all the bits and bobs that they have available. I do want to check my account. I want to buy something. It would kind of be rude not to buy something, but I need to make sure I know my budget. Your body language speaks to me. Do you know I have so many songs stuck in my head from Instagram reels, and do I know the songs? No, I just know those little snippets that you keep hearing over and over. They're all stuck in my head, so I'll be humming those all the way to Tipp City. By the way, just as an interesting side note, if you guys want the perfect album for summer, this is it. It's called How the Story Ends by Lily Williams, and the songs remind me of modern day Disney. The melodies are so whimsical and lovely, and I just know you're gonna love them. Every song on her album is so good. So I thought I'd mention that, just in case it interested you. Alright, just got here. Even christened the ride with opening the sunroof. I feel like that's the first time I've done that this spring. Is that right? You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong. Also, what do we think of my eyeshadow today? I was rushed, so keep that in mind. But I was trying to do a gradient thing where it starts dark and gets lighter, and I'm not sure I accomplished it. Thankfully, when you wear glasses, it hides a lot of your mistakes. If it doesn't look great, that's okay. The only person that really would know me in the store is my friend Erica, and I know that she loves me no matter what makeup I wear. True friends love you despite your makeup blunders. I can't juggle. I have tried.
Well, a lot of people practice. You know, just
it's true.
tossing them up and move them around.
I'm so impressed. I love this. These are wet bags, so you can take them to the beach or the pool, put all your wet items in here, and it's got this silky material. Love that. These are probably one of my favorite items. Little camera, and it comes with a strap. These I might have to purchase later in the summer. I love that they're silicone. We're not going to the beach anytime soon, which is the only reason why I'm hesitating. But how darling.
Those are sale items back there, Cassie, in that section. You've got the kindest cool shirts.
I love the girl club one.
Yes, that was the girl's favorite shirt.
Erica's giving me all the info. Would you like to say hello?
Hello!
She's the salesperson today. Look at you reppin'. Ooh, that sun has some heat to it, but I'm not complaining because that's all I've been wanting these last few winter spurts. I would love to go into Fox and Feather, which is right here. I've taken you there a few times, but I have no more money. I've spent it all. When I get back to the car, I'll show you everything I bought from Bitty Bees. I got a couple things and I think they're very cute. The bumblebees are out. Let's give them a wide berth. Whew, let me turn the AC on. It got really warm. Wore quarter-length sleeves because I thought that would be perfect for sort of a spring day, but nah. Today decided to go full-fledged summer. That's Ohio for you. It doesn't do anything by halves. You all have been waiting very patiently. Let me show you the goodies I got from Bitty Bees. This first item is for a friend who doesn't watch my vlogs hardly ever, so I think I'm safe to show you. She's having a baby, and I knew I was coming here today, so I hadn't bought something purposefully because I knew this store had a lot of kid-related items. So I got a cute little teether ring. I loved this almost periwinkle blue and the raw wood accents. I thought that was so cute. So that'll be her baby shower gift. And then of course I had to get something for my niece because I'm an auntie and that's my job. They had so many cute shirts. Honestly, I was really torn between like 3 of them. But this one was on sale, which was more budget friendly for me. And honestly, I preferred the saying. It says, "Fearfully and wonderfully made." Isn't that darling? I love that so much. That verse was a favorite of mine all through my growing up years because of my miraculous birth story. I guess not so much birth, but survival. I've told you the whole story in a separate video, but I'll just give you the quick rundown. I was born 2.5 months early. I was born at the exact right time. If I'd been born too early, I wouldn't have made it. If I'd have been born too late, I wouldn't have made it. I was born at the exact right location. If I'd have been born anywhere else, they wouldn't have had the equipment to help me survive. I was 3 pounds something ounces the first day I was born, and then the next day following, I went down to 2 pounds. I was tiny. Survival was not looking great, but through a lot of prayer and a lot of God fitting puzzle pieces perfectly into place, I survived, and here I am. So that verse holds a really special meaning to me, and when I saw it, I just had to pick it up for my niece. I got it in a slightly bigger size because even though she's small, she's tall. So I figured if it doesn't quite fit her now, it will still, it's a t-shirt. It can be slouchy and she'll grow into it. And then I got something to taste test. My friend Erica has another friend, not the shop owner, but someone who loves to bake. She had these adorable cookies for sale. Mine broke, I'm so sad, but it's a little daisy. I checked the ingredients, nothing I'm allergic to, and I thought I would taste test it to let you know if it's any good. Shoot, I was gonna take a business card and I totally forgot. I was talking and you know how I get when I talk. All right, let's see. Oh my word, that's good. And I'm not just saying that because the camera's on. Oh my word. I would tell you if it wasn't good. I'm a snob when it comes to sweets, and that is a good cookie. I've had so many sugar cookies like this where they're dry, they're too crumbly, they're not moist enough, the flavor is barely there, it just kind of feels like you're tasting cardboard. This is what a sugar cookie should be. I'll definitely be eating that on the way home. And now I'm glad I have some coffee to wash it down. I stopped at Grounds for Pleasure, which was literally right next door to Bitty Bees, which is very convenient for me. I will be sure to link Bitty Bees' Instagram profile in the description box so you guys can see what they're all about. They have so many cute things in there. If you have littles in your life, if you're a mom, if you're an auntie, if you are a nanny, or just someone who has mom friends and you love to spoil their kids, Bitty Bees is a must-stop shop for you. Look at all the dandelions. This is quintessential spring to me. I also feel like it's only right that this one is ready to be picked, that I make a wish. And while I do, you should also make a wish. Now leave your guesses in the comments what I wished for. I just told Curtis to come out here because I want to show him the shirt that I got for Aria. Are you ready?
No. Fearfully and wonderfully made. It is very adorable.
I love it.
But I don't think it'll fit me.
I mean, it might if you stretched it.
I mean, it's gonna be one of those skin tight shirts. I could make it work.
The muscle shirt.
Yeah.
What did you say? You did so. She said, but you have to have muscles. Just at the point I turned the camera off. I feel like I'm jumping everywhere in today's vlog, but we're here at Staples and Mom and I decided to go and look for baby shower stuff for my friend. We're gonna see if they have cards, gift bags, that kind of thing. I haven't been to Staples in an age, so I think I'm gonna be overwhelmed by all of the things I wanna buy. But I spent all of my money at Bitty Bees today, so I can't buy anything. There's packing stuff. Might be able to find some things. I may just browse the notebook section because I got rid of a lot of notebooks in the Great Purge, as we're calling it.
So then why are you getting another one if you got rid of stuff?
Mom, don't bring logic into this.
That makes no sense.
I got rid of them all, so I need more. That's the logic.
No.
Mom's not very supportive.
Yes, I am. So I'm gonna clean out the house.
Nicole, if you're watching, you don't caffeinate, but you do educate. Another one for Nicole. Mom, this is my size. This is the ratio to my head. Is it really sad that I kind of want it? All right, I lost Mom. Where'd she go? There she is. Ooh, pretty notebooks. Lots of planners. The notebook section. Oh no. Oh no, danger, danger. I prefer notebooks with spiral edges. I just find that they're so much easier to use. They have a lot to choose from, and yet I'm not impressed with any of them. Maybe that's a good thing, it keeps me from buying them. Every baby is a miracle. I like the watercolor aspect to the teddy bears. I think that's cute. Leave it to Mom to locate storage things for my loft. You're always thinking.
Always thinking.
I've got some wrapping stuff like gift bags, ribbon, all the things that you need for Christmas and birthdays and special occasions, but I don't have a container to put it all in. The container I have is far too small, so I've been looking for something like this with drawers. But I'm out of money right now. I need to wait until next paycheck.
I mean, we've got a couple different sizes down here.
Yeah.
These in the middle say 30, but I don't know what that one is.
I don't know. Does this... Oh, they don't let you pull them out to see how deep they go.
What about this?
Yeah, that would work. Those are big. I'm thinking about my biggest gift bags. The ones that are massive. Walmart, really? You think they'd have more options in here?
I think so.
Well, there's
There's the
tubs.
lid.
Yeah. I kind of like the drawer aspect.
Yeah, I
though.
think it's easier to get to.
I agree.
These are kind of pricey too. Maybe.
They are. I was just thinking that. I was going to ask if that's normal. Good to know what they have. Don't think I'm going to go for it today. Just got home and Curtis said that there are bunnies right by the mower. I'm not. Oh, I see them. Oh, can you guys see? There's his head, his ear, his body. Oh, so sweet. There's their little nest. I feel like I read somewhere that you can touch them and it won't deter the mom, but if they find that their nest has been messed up, they can sometimes not come back because they just deem it unsafe. So it's less about touching the bunnies and more about messing up the nest. You gonna put him back in the nest? Ooh. Be careful. Oh, he's so tiny. Oh wait, let me zoom out. Oh, hello. Hello, Bubba. Hello. Oh. Hi. Look at your little ears. Hello. Alright, let's put him back. Get in there, pups. There we go. Good job.
Slid right in.
Oh, he's so cute.
Bunnies are.
Country living at its finest. Well, I've just been sitting here reading this book. I finished the other one, stayed up far too late finishing it. The mystery was very good, but the rest of it I could have left. So moving on to this one, which I feel like will be a good palate cleanser after reading such a heavy thriller. So I've been doing that, got my little lamp behind me. Got this from ABC Market, actually the same place I get my book themed candles. She sold this at her Vintage Market Days of Dayton and Cincinnati booth last year. She's got more this year apparently. I'm so excited to see it. I'll take you all there in vlog form. But sidebar, if any of you are in the area and you're wanting to go to Vintage Market Days, you should come. It's always the best day. I always go with friends. There's genuinely no downside. You're supporting small businesses, you find unique things, there's literally something for everyone. It's like festival level excitement and enjoyment, which is why I'm trying to convince you all to go. It takes place on the weekend of the 22nd. You can get tickets online or you can get them at the gate. Parking's always a little bit fun, so maybe get there earlier rather than later, but please, if you're in the area, don't skip out. It's so much fun. But anyway, all that to say, ABC Market has a booth there every year, and that's where I got this little guy, this little spindle lamp. Let me sit you here, there we go. It's a little easier than breaking my arm trying to hold the camera up. I was telling my mom downstairs, this has been such a fun vlog to film. The past couple days have felt exciting, and I think I start feeling a lot more joy as the sun comes out, as summer starts to creep in, as I spend more time outside, and through osmosis, the vlogs start to feel more exciting to me, happier to me. So I hope you enjoyed today's vlog, living vicariously, exploring the grand opening of Bitty Bees, seeing baby rabbits, and whatever we did yesterday. I'm totally blanking. I guess editing Cassie will find out. Oh, we ran errands, didn't we? Goodwill, groceries, yep, it's all coming back to me now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me the past couple days. I'm so glad to have you here. I love seeing how much this online family is growing. We're almost to 3,000 subscribers. Brain not computing. I'm not gonna think too much about it because I start overthinking, but it's a wonderful feeling and I'm so glad you all have decided to stick around. And if you're a casual lurker that hasn't subscribed yet, please make sure to do so. And also don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you never miss a future video from me. I upload on Wednesdays and Saturdays, both at 6 a.m. and sometimes on Mondays. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye. Oh yeah, nails need doing. Let's just ignore that. Okay, bye.